the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the San Antonio Spurs. Checking out the Spurs, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. Taking the floor tonight, Shaq. We've been watching him for quite a while. One of the all-time greats and one of the more cerebral players in the game, Pau Gasol.
Yeah, he studied to be a doctor in his youth. Had a different calling, though. Future Hall of Famer.
Yes, titles with the Lakers, medals with the Spanish team. He's just a winner. You know what I mean? Still impacts the game, and he's almost 2 decades of playing in the NBA.
It has been something to see, Pau Gasol. Okay, time for tip-off. We send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking at San Antonio, they took the win in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. And they finished that one out up 4. Competitive, but ultimately they prevailed.
And the difference on that night, their ability to knock down triples.
Well, if you choose your shots wisely and then they start to go down, it just builds up confidence. There's a huge cachet of that in this game, and once that happened, they just rolled it out.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, Victor Oladipo trained with Dwayne Wade heading into last season. Now, Wade says, we talked about not knowing the path of your career. Don't put limitations on yourself. The result for Oladipo was an all-star appearance. Kevin?
He's definitely on an upward trajectory, DA. Thank you. Brent, you played for 14 seasons. What kind of off-season training did you do personally to keep in shape?
I had a great trainer in Southern California that I would go home to every year and work on different things. It was funny, Kevin, because as you get a little bit older, you can be a little more specific with how you train. You understand how you're going to be used, the type of minutes you're going to play, so it can be a little bit more specialized. I'm not sure if I could tell you this, but I surfed a lot in the off season.
Balance.
Core, right?
Core balance.
All right,
Thank
good.
you.
Thank you. Check box.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Down low, it's Young and Turner. Collison and Oladipo are the guard set. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. It's Aldridge penetrating inside and stolen by Bogdanovich. To the paint, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Here's Aldridge, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's on Thaddeus Young. And many thought LaMarcus Aldridge was on a downswing in his career, but boy, were they wrong.
You know, Aldridge silenced a lot of critics with his play last season. I mean, in a league that has very few great low-post players, he demonstrated he's still one of the best. Has so many moves and tricks in his game, and when he gets the ball down low, the defense really has very little to do with it.
The first free throw is good.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft. Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
Both shots good from the stripe.
No doubt that last season was the best year LaMarcus has had, not just as a Spur, but maybe ever. Numbers across the board, both offensively and defensively, carrying and shouldering the load without Kawhi Leonard for just about all the season. It's pretty impressive stuff.
Bogdanovich against Gay. Another shot. And the layup is up and in.
And you can't give Rudy Gay that type of look. He's going to knock that down more often than not.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Screen by Young. Oladipo shoots off the screen, and he hits the jump shot. Oladipo's got his first basket. And for Aldridge last year, Brent, a far cry from when he asked to be traded. Then had a sit-down with Greg Popovich, and that seemed to straighten things out.
Yeah, there were some frustrations for him, and the only way as a player you're going to have clarity is to sit down with your coach and hash it out. And Pop was more than willing to do that and reset some things for LaMarcus Aldridge, and they figured out a way to get through it. And it seems like whatever that clarity was, it worked out best for both parties.
Now here's DeRozan. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Aldridge kicks to DeRozan. Shot clock at 5. Over Oladipo. The rebound by Turner. Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. You look at the Bucks. They're playing really well, moving up now to the top spot in our rankings.
And right now, the Spurs, they're just right now outperforming those preseason predictions. And that's because they're getting help from some unlikely sources.
Now here's Gay following the miss by DeRozan.
And 1 for 5 is a tough way to start the game, Kevin. They got to get it going.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Now here's Bogdanovich. 17 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Murray outside. Passes it to Aldridge. Kicks to DeRozan. Back to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive, and right now stringing some plays together.
Collison, the pass to Oladipo. Turner with the screen. Back to Collison. Oladipo against DeRozan. Down low. Here's Turner. That one no good. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Murray dishes to Aldridge. Right side Gasol. Shoots over Turner. It's Gasol missing.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. So the Pacers call timeout, their first of the game, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And you know what? A shame that either team had to lose that game, because you had to be proud of the way they battled in it.
Yeah, that one sticks with you for a little while. They worked so hard to hang in there at the end of that one and force the OT, and then to have it slip away had to hurt.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Number 1, Darren Collison.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Indiana moving the ball around. Turner with the screen. Collison against Murray. 5 on the clock. Collison kicks to Turner. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. Rejected by Collison. And he gets it back. From deep, Gay, the rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Right now he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
And it's sent back by Turner. It's stolen by Bellinelli. Here's Aldridge. And a miss there on the triple. Indiana trailing here. Stolen by Gay. Gasol kicks to Gay. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
You know, not sure if it's him or the defense, but just something's off tonight.
Well, something in this frame for sure, but when you're out of rhythm, sometimes it's better to play the role of being the facilitator.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Indiana shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The free throw drops for Oladipo.
And you can feel that Oladipo was on the verge of a breakthrough, and boy, did he ever. Everything came together for him, and he is now not only an elite scorer, but an all-star. Can attack from any distance and has a variety of ways to hurt the defense.
Oladipo hits them both. And for Oladipo, Greg, there wasn't just one moment that gave him that push.
I mean, his development was less of having a eureka moment and more of everything just coming together. Has always had the strong athleticism, has refined his shot to make the most of it, and while it took him some time, he's now the player everyone hoped he'd be when he was a second overall pick.
Leaf checked in for Young. Murray dishes to Gay. Bucket is good.
Well, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
Collison kicks to Oladipo. Back to Collison. There's a screen to the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Gay. Murray against Collison. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. Outside Collison. Turner with the screen. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovich. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gay left side. Dishes to Bellinelli. Here's Gasol. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And good timing from Powell. Readied himself for the ball and shot on catch.
Turner with a screen on Gay. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Sinks the triple. Turner's got 5 now.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The pass to Bellinelli. He kicks it to Aldridge. Goes up on the block. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, this is where you might elect to pass out of the slump rather than shoot out of it.
Collison against Murray. And Gasol sends it back.
Got to respect the reach and length of Pau Gasol. Outstanding job of skying up for that rejection.
Pass to Murray, trying his luck deep. Good on the triple. And the Spurs lead by 4. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And stolen by Murray. The finish, and it's Murray with the jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
The Pacers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Gay against Bogdanovich. Over Gay. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Cunningham, he's checked in for the Spurs. Mills comes in for DeJounte Murray. And Indiana with a change here, too. Joseph's checked in. And Mills kicks to Gay. On the wing, Bellinelli. Pacers with the rebound.
I still love the shot selection. The defense wasn't really a factor. You need to be more aggressive guarding the mid-range.
The shot by Turner, no good. San Antonio leading by 4. It's Gasol with the drive. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Back to Gasol. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Gasol's got his second bucket of the night.
A concentrated shot there. Gasol not giving into the defense. Once he's in the paint, he stays focused on the rim and completes the play.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. Brent, we're seeing a number of superstars sign shorter contracts with early opt-outs. Why have we seen that trend?
Well, I think in some of those cases, the players are knowing that the opportunity for a larger cap in the successive years, they want the opportunity to maximize their earning potential. So seeing a Kevin Durant or a LeBron James sign a 1-year deal or a 1+1, it gives them the opportunity to cash in a year later for the type of contract that they deserve, the maximum contract allowable.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. Walker comes in for Rudy Gay. Then for the Pacers, Sabonis, he's checked in for Miles Turner. Doug McDermott comes in for Bogdanovich. And Tyreke Evans subbed in for Victor Oladipo.
Well, the Spurs organization has done an incredible job for so long, and Pop's consistency along with his relationship with R.C. Buford, the way that they've scoured the globe to go out and find talent. They've both done this at the highest level and are trying to be emulated by most every other team in the league.
Pacers trail by 4. Sabonis with the bucket.
Well, Sabonis can play there on the block. That's where he did a lot of damage in college, so him working inside, that's a good sign.
And Mills kicks to Cunningham. That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
And checking out the stats for Sabonis. Good season for him last year. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Joseph, the pass to Leaf. Evans outside. Pass to Leaf. Indiana moving it around. Sabonis sets the pick for Joseph. Lock at 6. Here's Leaf. They grab their own miss. Poked away.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the rejection by Evans. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. In the corner, it's McDermott. Over Bellinelli. Will not go. This is off the front iron. San Antonio leading by 5. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. A three-pointer, no good.
And really one of the best assets of Sabonis is his mind for the game. Very aware on the offensive end, knows how to create chances, and just plays the game with his mind as much as his athleticism.
No good on that one. And for Sabonis, we all know his father was one of the best when it came to seeing the floor, Greg. As a big man, his passing game was terrific.
And skills like that go a long way in the NBA. Sabonis does all the little things that free up shots for himself and his teammates. Is starting to play with more aggression, and this is a guy that can be an all-star.
Now here's Mills. Passes to Poeltl. Back to Mills. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, he lacks some size and some strength, but Mills creative in the inside to finish that one.
The pass to Evans. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Spurs. Over Evans. Walker's shot is off.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
And they've come out with a take no prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Man, that's exactly the kind of ball rotation you'll want to see from Evans. Throws it to the wide open shooter.
Now here's Mills. He has 5. Kicks it to Poeltl. Pacers trail by 4. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Screen by Sabonis. Here's McDermott. It's deflected.
Wonderful anticipation from Pirtle on that one, positioning himself perfectly to send that one back.
They recover it. Screen by Sabonis. Count it. Evans has got his first basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now here's Mills. He's covered closely. Here's Cunningham, and it's blocked. Evans outside. 4 seconds left, and it's good on the way in. Evans has got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
Well, that look inside is a comfort zone for Evans. Really presents a tough challenge for the defense because of his strength and quickness down there.
Tie game in San Antonio. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes as public figures can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
I mean, they're winning the turnover battle, and oftentimes they can swing things your way.
Well, they're taking care of the ball. They're attacking on defense, and this has them out to a big lead after 1.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Cunningham is out there with Pirtle. Then it's DeRozan, then it's Mills, and it's Walker in at the 2 spot. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for San Antonio.
And they've been avoiding those deep threes. They're capable of knocking those shots down from long range, but so far they've really been reluctant to let it fly from that free throw line extended three-point shot.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
They certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. DA, thank you. The Spurs have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
One shot.
That's good from DeMar DeRozan. And one item that DeRozan never seems to get enough credit for is his passing, Greg. He is a terrific playmaker.
Ever since DeRozan became a perennial all-star, his passing has improved. I mean, he keeps his head up even while attacking with the ball. Great awareness for where his teammates are in terms of relation to his attack after a double team.
Here's Mills after Tyreek Evans has scored. Mills passes to DeRozan. He kicks it to Pirtle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Now here's Joseph, covered by Mills. And here is Joseph. He's coming off a 10-point game against Minnesota. McDermott passes to Young. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
They are just killing them on the interior.
San Antonio trailing here. Here's Mills. He has 5. DeRozan with it. It's over McDermott, and the shot is long.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Evans kicks to Sabonis. Now here's Joseph. He's guarded closely. Evans against Walker. Here's Sabonis, and slam dunk by Sabonis.
And how about Sabonis getting up there and rising up to slam down?
Pass to DeRozan. Back to Walker. Pirtle kicks to Mills. Here's the screen. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition teams. The Pacers in 5th.
I mean, it's a crowd-pleasing style, right? I mean, this club just got out and ran at every possible chance.
Pacers leading by 3. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
Now here's McDermott. DeRozan defending. McDermott passes to Sabonis. Now here's Joseph. Screen by Sabonis. And Corey Joseph with the 3. And it's a 6-point Pacer lead.
And when the D is this non-existent, it's pretty easy for shooters. Fishing with dynamite.
Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely. That one good for 2. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Here's Young. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And for his whole career, Thaddeus Young has been a player not afraid, Greg, of attacking defenders head on.
Young has such a great first burst of speed. He really is a handful to deal with. Gets a lot of transition buckets that way, and in the half court can set up teammates by creating space. In the latter part of his career, I think he's taken on more of a vocal leadership role as well.
That free throw good from Thaddeus Young. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO. Because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
They get it again. The shot by Turner no good.
Now, those are the kind of shots you like him taking. Even though he missed it, the offense will take those.
No good from Gay.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Here's Collison. The shot comes out, and San Antonio will go the other way with it. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, 2 clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Kicking off this 2-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Aldridge with a screen on Collison. Gay left side. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
Look, everyone wants to be part of a highlight play, but when you miss on completing it, it's pretty embarrassing, just like we saw there.
I love Bogdanovic's ability to put the team first. When he sees one of his guys open, he's a willing ball mover.
Here's Murray after the made shot from Victor Oladipo. Outside for Murray. Knocks it loose and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. He's coming off an excellent season. First in steals, and of course he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Now here's DeRozan. A 32-point game for him in the win against the Lakers.
And guys, in addition to that scoring, he was absolutely tenacious on the defensive end. A complete two-way game for him. Finished with 3 steals, I think, and that was a difference maker.
Here's Collison following the basket by LaMarcus Aldridge. Shoots from 12, and that one is off. Nice D from DeRozan. Down low, Murray. Good, and it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Now just a 4-point Pacer lead. The Pacers have gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Murray against Collison. Over in the corner, Turner. Screen by Young. 6 on the shot clock. Gay with the block.
Now using his length well on defense. Rudy Gay working hard. Swats that one away.
Outside DeRozan. Outside Gasol. Pass to Gay. Spurs passing it around. Murray, no good.
He sunk that 3 in the first, but's yet to make another one.
Bogdanovich against Gay. Young sets a screen for Bogdanovich. Outside Collison. Turner with the screen. Collison in the post. He's covered by Murray. Collison, no good.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Here's Gay. That's short off the rim. Pacers leading by 4. Now Collison. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. He had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and LA. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
First one falls for him. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
Now here's Murray. 8 points his last outing. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Spurs have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
Two shots.
Free throw good, Murray. No good on the second free throw. Pacers leading by 5. Shoots from 12. And it's Oladipo that time on the assist by Collison. Oladipo's got 6 points in the quarter. Spurs have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Murray against Collison. Oladipo outside. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Brent, for as long as Coach Popovich has been at the top of this game, what really is there left to say?
I don't think there's much more you say on a professional level, but there's a lot to be said about the compassion and the things that Pop has done on a personal level for years behind the scenes, championing guys on his staff, supporting not only current players but former players on his team. The interesting thing for Pop the last couple of years is just how outspoken he's been in terms of the equality, not just around the NBA, but around our nation, and some of the statements he's made that have garnered a lot of political attention. Greg Popovich not afraid to express some of the things that maybe deep down we all believe in.
And good that time.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Murray kicks to Aldridge. Back to Murray. In the corner, it's Bellinelli, and stolen by Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Marco Bellinelli. That's his first foul. And Indiana making a change here. Evans is checked in. To the inside. Here's Leaf, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Bellinelli passes to Gay. Now here's Evans. He's coming off a 19-point game against Minnesota.
And one of the big ways he came through was at the foul line. They couldn't contain him. He was equally effective at scoring baskets as well as getting to the line.
DeRozan passes to Gay. Evans against Bellinelli.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Darren Collison.
And when you look at DeRozan and how he's, transformed himself the last few years, he has become one of the more efficient scorers at a loaded shooting guard position, and some could argue he is one of the best guards in the entire league at this point of his career.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Cunningham comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Spurs trail by 14. And with DeMar DeRozan, do you see him, Greg, potentially being an MVP winner during his career?
I mean, I think he's headed in that direction already. When you look at how he's progressed each and every year, his team is always competitive in large part to what he does out on the floor. I wouldn't bet on it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he was named MVP before it's all said and done.
Dangerous in the catch and shoot. When Mills sets his feet, has great balance, he's tough to stop.
And Joseph kicks to Evans. They set the pick. Screen by Sabonis. McDermott passes to Leaf. And Indiana, another 3.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Mills. He has 7. Passes it to DeRozan. He's off on that one. Evans with some nice D. Not going to go that time. And so it's the Indiana Pacers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of play, it's been a one-sided affair. Hey, everybody, welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Victor Oladipo putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And Kenny, what'd you think about what we saw from Indiana?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Subs, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Sloppy ball, way too many wasted possessions, chucking up threes, missing them. I could hit more threes than that, Ernie. I hope they're talking right now about getting the ball inside, because that's what it's going to take. If they were hitting more threes, that'd be a different story. But if was a fifth, Ernie, you know the rest.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We come back to San Antonio now with a look at the world-famous Riverwalk with its restaurants and boats and nightclubs and people. Lots going on. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Victor Oladipo in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls and getting to the line.
Well, that is a great equalizer here. You want him to play that physical, but how do you do that without creating too much contact?
Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. On the court for Indiana. Bogdanovich outside at the 3 with Young down at power forward. Collison and Oladipo are the guard sets. And it's Turner in at the 5 patrolling the paint. Here's DeRozan, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. It's Oladipo on the wing. The shot from 20 feet away, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
And this is one of those games, Oladipo, when he gets it going, he can be a handful.
Murray against Collison. Right side Gasol. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Turner's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. That free throw good from Gasol.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
Both free throws good from Gasol. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level. And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Gay kicks to Gasol. Outside DeRozan. The pass to Gay. Over Bogdanovich. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Indiana leading by 13. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Bogdanovich has got 6.
And that's what we mean by combo guard skills right there. Kept his head up and found the open man.
DeRozan passes to Gay. Right side Aldridge. Tipped away. And the layup's good off the glass. Aldridge has got his second basket.
A super high percentage shot from Aldridge there. Layups work.
Pass to Turner. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Back to Turner. Up off the screen.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch and shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone. And really, his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
That's in, and the Pacer lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Gay. The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He has 6. Turner with a screen on Gay. Back to Oladipo. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Spurs shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Here's Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Collison kicks to Turner. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Young in the corner. Turner with the screen. And Young, here we go. Misses the baby hook.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Young with the steal. In the corner, Collison with it. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. And the Pacers lead by 12. They set the pick. Murray against Collison. Here's DeRozan. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him.
Oladipo goes in.
And really, Gasol does an incredible job getting his hands up in the air, which results in a ton of rejections.
Spurs trail by 11. Murray outside. Aldridge a screen. Murray kicks to Aldridge. Over Young. No good off the front iron.
And seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Now here's Collison. The dish to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Turner with a screen for Young. Pulls up on the elbow. Rebounded by the Spurs. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Inside. Shoots over Turner. Gasol. Good work defensively by Turner.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Murray against Collison. Screen by Young. Collison kicks to Young. Oladipo for 3. Another miss by Oladipo.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane. And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
A bit of a numbers game. More boards, obviously, meaning more possession. And that's been reflected tonight in the score.
Shots good from Young.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Right, you're down by double digits. You have to play with maximum intensity just to have a chance to come back. Not seeing it here.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Victor Oladipo really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Pirtle, he is checked in for Gasol. Walker comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Mills in for Murray. Now here's DeRozan. 15 points in the game.
I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
And he's just working and working and working. Tireless.
That one drops for him. And that's 11 points for Miles Turner.
Well, the defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light him up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Here's DeRozan. Misses, and the dry spell continues. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his third foul of the game. Leaf checked in for the Pacers. Indiana leading by 15. And slam dunk by Sabonis. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Yeah, it seems like they've been at it on both ends tonight. Tremendous all-around play from them. Has them up quite a bit here.
It's Evans on the wing. And he banks in the layup. Evans has got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Spurs have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Mills passes to Aldridge. And Aldridge slams it in.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Evans against Walker. Pass to McDermott. Here's the screen. Now here's Sabonis. He's guarded closely. Shoots over Pirtle, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Now, Sabonis has a tremendous skill set for a 7-footer. Remember his dad, Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis, very creative in his own right.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Spurs trail by 17. And Mills kicks to Pirtle. Tipped away. Sabonis with the steal. On the wing, Evans. Guarded by Walker. A step-back shot here. And it's Evans missing. San Antonio's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter.
Oh, goodness. And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
That instant replay brought to you by Under Armour Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive the unleashing of chaos that time. And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the bucket by the Spurs. There's the pick, and the wide-open shot from Evans. Off target with his 3. For San Antonio, they've gone better than 53% from the floor since halftime, shooting 8 of 15. Nice shot by Pirtle.
When Pirtle gets the rock deep inside, the D is toast. Can't allow him to get comfortable from there.
And Joseph kicks to McDermott. That's tipped. Outside, Walker. Great open look there.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Evans. 8 points for him. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. A different look now for San Antonio. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's San Antonio with it. Spurs trail by 11. Mills passes to Cunningham. The Spurs with a new 24. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a look here at the shot chart for Oladipo.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
First one falls for him.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Walker against Evans. Now here's Sabonis, guarded closely. Indiana moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
Here's Bellinelli. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Indiana leading by 9. And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
Now that's McDermott territory. You might as well stake a claim out there. Shoots a high clip from downtown.
Passes to Cunningham. Back to Mills. Kicks to Pirtle. Pirtle sets the pick for Walker. Now the pass to Mills. Over Joseph. That one a little long. Indiana's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Evans passes to Sabonis. Now here's Joseph, covered by Mills. Leaf, off target from outside. Spurs trail by 12. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Knocked loose. To the wing right side. Joseph has an open look. It's good on the putback. And so it's Indiana sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. Things have been clicking offensively, defensively, you name it. And they are riding this wave of momentum. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And let's listen in on what Nate McMillan had to say to his team.
Hey, what we got to do here is we got to execute offensively, set solid screens, and be patient if you get the switch. Okay, be patient if you get the switch.
Well, the message there, practicing patience out there, doesn't want them to be in a rush at all.
And why should they? Right now, it's all about making the right play.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. We've got Mills. Bellinelli is out there with Cunningham. Then there's Pirtle, and it's Walker in at the shooting guard position. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here is Cunningham. The Pacers making the shot. Stolen by Joseph. Pirtle with the steal. And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. From outside, off the mark. Pacers leading by 16. To the paint, here's McDermott, and the layup falls.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Mills. That shot misses. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They can look forward to the Quicken Loans Arena after this game in a matchup against Cleveland. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
I admire the approach here, especially in such a hostile environment. Offense and defense, they really played a whale of a game.
Buries the long-range jumper.
For all the strides he's made in other parts of his game, Mills remains at his heart a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. A different look now for San Antonio. Pau Gasol is checked in for Purdy. Gay comes in for Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Patty Mills. A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
And you just have to admire that aggressive nature of Bogdanovic. He's just itching to pull the trigger as soon as the ball hits his hands.
Now here's Murray. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Here's Collison. Dishes it to Bogdanovic. Turner with a screen on Gay. Here's Bogdanovic. And Gasol sends it back. Here's Murray. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And so it's Indiana with it. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Collison, the pass to Turner. Turner with the screen. Down low. In the corner, Collison with it. Shot clock at 6. Back to Turner. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Murray. One-on-one here. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Collison kicks to Bogdanovic. Screened by Young. On the wing, Turner. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. A 3-ball. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip. 5 for 10.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Murray kicks to Cunningham. They set the pick. Gay outside. Back to Gasol. Second chance shot. That one misses. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers leading by 18. Gasol with the steal. Murray dishes to Gasol. And no good that time. Pacers have gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the 4th quarter on a roll. Here's Oladipo. Rebound San Antonio. Cunningham passes to Gasol. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
And sometimes there's just no stopping Pau Gasol, a slender 7-footer that has no problem scoring over the defense.
Collison, good.
And you'll take that shot every time down. Beautiful work all the way around.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And one thing they'll discuss are their defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside. And even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge comes in for Dante Cunningham. And it's DeRozan in for Bellinelli. Spurs trail by 18. Murray kicks to DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Darren Collison. Tearaway warm-ups have long been a feature of the NBA. But last season, the new tearaway jerseys, they just kept ripping apart.
The old uniform malfunction, Kevin, last year. Yeah, maybe.
You even had a couple malfunctions, and that was odd.
Well, the tie, bad tie. I always have bad ties.
No.
I think they're looking back at the material choices for what they're doing. So maybe there'll be some subtle changes into this year. But it was interesting in the early part of last year. A lot of guys with a finger underneath the arm and pulling away a jersey and ripped away. So maybe the supplier will do something about the fabric this year.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Yeah, and the work they've done at the line has been impressive here in the second half.
Collison kicks to Turner. Oladipo against DeRozan. Shots good by Turner.
And that's about as easy as it gets. Not many guys are going to blow wide open layups at the professional level like that.
Gay, a screen on Collison. Here's Murray, and it's sent back by Turner. And now Oladipo pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Oh, yeah, and if you didn't think Oladipo could fill the lane in transition, he answered your questions there.
Right side Aldridge. Back to Murray. To the paint. And the dunk by Aldridge.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so. Collison kicks to Oladipo. To the inside, Turner. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Oladipo's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 20. Out to the wing. Here's Aldridge. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Do you see a lot of player tampering right now in the NBA?
Well, how do you define it, Kevin?
Well, if a player wants to go out and recruit other players that may be under contract with another team.
I see that a lot then, Kevin. I mean, it happens all the time. Players talking about what are you thinking about doing and about, wow, don't you think this would be great if we could get together on the floor in 2021? Let's try to.
But management doing it is a completely different animal.
Management cannot do it, although some teams have walked that tightrope a little bit to the point where they've fallen off in recent years. But the idea of players not ever talking to one another about the potential of being together.
Come on, right?
It's always happening.
Pacers leading by 18. Collison, the pass to Bogdanovich. Fader on the way, and it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. DeRozan dishes to Gasol. Gay against Bogdanovich. The kick out to Aldridge. Over Young. Off the left rim and out. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. And the wide open shot from Collison. Buries it from 3-point range. Collison's got 5 points now in the quarter. Spurs trail by 21. Murray, the pass to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Gay misses.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Outside for Murray. And the 3-ball is good. Murray's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, if they're going to win this game, he's going to require just a little bit of help. Many of the shots he's taking are finding the hoop.
Collison, the pass to Turner. Here's Bogdanovich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning, but they'd like to get him going.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Well, another poster shot. Aldridge using his size and length to throw that one down hard.
Collison kicks to Turner. No good that time. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. And there's the feed to DeRozan. And Collison with a clear path to the hoop. Can't hit from in close.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
DeRozan dishes to Murray. Poke loose, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Indiana. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers.
And you know, for that Knicks game, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
Pacers leading by 16. Here's Collison. He kicks it to Oladipo. Young sets a screen for Oladipo. Nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
Oladipo getting a better understanding of the game year by year, and when screens are involved, he knows where to be.
Here's Aldridge. Outside DeRozan. Pass to Gay. Pass to Aldridge. 4 on the shot clock. Good defensive work there by Young. Indiana's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Aldridge, the pass to Murray. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Murray's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Spurs. Pacers shooting 47%. Pretty solid. Murray against Collison. Bogdanovich with it. Back to Collison. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
A lot of this is just poor effort right now. He knows what the timing of the play should be. It's a little lazy about what it could be.
Now here's Gay. They set the screen. Murray left side. Off the screen. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit still large, but now not insurmountable.
Well, the run simply has given them a chance. Great work on both ends. They've got to now ratchet up a notch.
And so here is Indiana following the bucket by the Spurs. Here's Oladipo. Indiana again missing.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between area.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders who give nothing away.
Drops in the tray. And that's 10 points for Rudy Gay.
Now this is Rudy Gay's game. Outstanding at seizing the initiative and then looking to shoot once he catches the ball.
Turner with the screen. Turner with a screen on Murray. 6 to shoot. Collison kicks to Oladipo. There's 53 seconds left in the fourth quarter. No good again that time. From deep, Gasol. Pacers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And stolen by Murray. Young with the steal. Fast break. Here comes Indiana, and Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And it's the Pacers with the ball. 10-point lead. Sabonis fades and shoots. The shot is good off the backboard.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Domantas Sabonis.
And his focus, guys, has been laser sharp, and his touch from the field, flawless. The teammates have worked hard to get him the ball in some good positions, and boy, has he rewarded them with a spectacular shooting performance. Great call to keep running all those sets for him.
He's been their pulse tonight, the player who's guided them to the win, and it's a win they needed coming off a loss in their last one. Evans outside. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Victor, what does tonight's performance say about the confidence of this team?
Just we're pretty good. We play great together, you know, and we play well together as a team. So when we do that, it's easier for us to beat teams.
Victor Wondermatha, thank you, my man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.